Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Creating Cards with Debbie. I want to thank you for being here today. My name is Debbie Foster, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm located in Bismarck, Arkansas, and I want to welcome you here today. I apologize for the time change this morning. I had some issues going on that I had to take care of first, so I'm hoping that you can catch me at this time. All right, let me go ahead and start with our housekeeping notes. Oops, that's the wrong one. I don't want that one yet. Well, that's not the one I want either. Okay, we're going to start off with our paper pumpkin. And I'm going to switch my cameras around because I don't have a printout on my laptop right now for showing it. So I'm going to show you the paper itself. But let me switch cameras here. All right, it's not switching for me. There we go. All right. Let's finish my introduction here first. Like I said, I'm Debbie Foster, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm located in Bismarck, Arkansas. And the name of my page is Creating Cards with Debbie. And you can find me either on Facebook or on my YouTube channel. So just do a search for Creating Cards with Debbie, and it should come up. And if you want to shop any items that I'm using today or any paper products you might be needing, you can shop in my store, which is www.debbiefoster.stampinup.net. And let me bring that up on the banner so you can see that better. Oops, that's not the one I want. This is the one I want. And it is www.debbiefoster.stampinup.net. And you can go in there and buy any products that you may be needing or any that you like today that I'm showing. I'd appreciate your business if you don't have another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator to work with. All right. And if you need to email me, you can reach me at creatingwithdebbie179@gmail.com. And let me take that back off the screen. So let me get back to my desktop here, and I'll show you the paper pumpkin. Oops, hit the wrong button. I'm still learning this. Okay, well, it's showing. Here we go. All right, that's my introduction. And the paper pumpkin for March is called Fluttering Garden. I'm hoping that you can see that okay. And what it says about that is it's for March. You have till March 10th to sign up for this paper pumpkin kit. It says create charming cards with a hummingbird motive for Mother's Day and more. It makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes, textured white card bases, pre-cut paper pieces, and sentiments. And the classic Stampin' Spot that goes with this is going to be our basic gray. And it says it includes a free additional stamp set. So we'll get 2 stamp sets with this one instead of just the normal one. And let me find what I had just a minute ago. All right. So there we have the dies that go along with that. It'll go along with the January, February, and March paper pumpkin kits. And you have to be a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin in order to get these add-on dies. And they are number 168666. And the cost is $13. But you don't have to use these just for paper pumpkins. You can use them in your daily projects. So that's an added bonus. Okay. Trying to see. Oops. All right. Stampin' Up! Right now for the month of February until I think it's March 3rd. They have a special going on to get your starter kit and then to join my team. And that automatically goes into your starter kit. You don't have to do anything, and it doesn't cost you anything. But what the deal is you get your starter kit for $99. You choose $125 worth of products, and they'll automatically send the stamp positioner to you. And I have mine today. I'm going to be using it, so I want to share that with you. All right, it's asking me to do something else here. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I'm kind of out of sorts today, it looks like. Okay. And then our February product of the month, when you reach $75 before tax or shipping, you can purchase the product of the month, which is called Painted Illusions 12 by 12 Designer Series paper for only $5. So you might want to get that. It's a good bargain. And don't forget about our last chance products. They're available only while supplies last. So you can go into my store and there's a place where you click on last chance products and that'll bring all those up for you to see. Some are discounted. All right. Please comment when you come on and say hello. And I guess that's about all the news I have to go through. Let me double check here first. You can still get the Fabulous Sayings Product of the Month stamp set from January. Those are available while supplies last. That was a good one too. All right, so I think we're ready to move on here. Let me remove these. Where did it go? Well, I'm not seeing my pages very good here. Here we go. Okay, my screen is kind of foggy. I hope it clears up a little bit. All right, we're going to be doing 3 greeting cards today, and I'm using some new product that's going to be available in the online exclusives for March. It's the Cutest Crew. This is an online exclusive starting March 3rd, I think it is. But we were able to order ahead of time, so you can kind of see all the critters on there. We got birds and dogs and cats and some footprints of the birds and the dog or our cat, some flowers. And sentiments are have the best day, so glad we're friends, just a little hello, and happy birthday. And it comes with 16 dies that go along with that. So we're going to be using that on our first card today. And I've done a lot of the work ahead of time because this has got a lot of pieces to it. It's going to take us a while to put together. But sit back, relax, and enjoy the show today. And be sure that you like and share and follow all that good stuff on both of my platforms, on Facebook and on YouTube. All right, my lighting is terrible today. I don't know why it's that way. But this is our first card. It's a birthday card using the critters. And I have to turn it a little bit to see. And on the inside, have the best day. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out with our card base, which is our Pretty in Pink. And it's just our basic fold. It's 8.5 by 5.5 and scored in the middle at 4 1/4 inches. So I'm going to burnish that fold line. And it's going to go landscape orientation. All right, then next I have done some die cutting already. Let me show what I use for this. I got peach pie cardstock, and I die cut 4 of these banners out of that. 4 of those out of peach pie. And then I stamped the paw prints on all of them. And then I ran them through with my embossing folder. I used the Birchwood 3D embossing folder. I've already done that ahead of time. And we'll put that back in there for now. So we're going to start by arranging these on our card front. I know it's kind of weird having pink and orange together, but it's kind of a cheerful color to use together. And I'm going to put 2 in the center, kind of at an angle. And make sure I've got the right ones here. This one on the bottom, and this one goes across the top. And then I'm going to, I've already die cut a sideways shaped circle out of our basic white. So I use that die. And we're going to start attaching these down with our liquid glue. Okay, this one goes at the upper portion of our card. I'm going to kind of put it at a slant. I don't want them straight. That way we don't have to worry about putting them straight because they're not going to be straight. And then 2 in the center. And I stamped the paw prints just at each side. I think I'll tilt that one up a little bit, as you can see. And right there. It doesn't matter that those are out of sorts there because this is going to go over the top and we'll be covering that. Hope everybody's having a good week. I don't know where the time has gone. It doesn't seem like it's Thursday already. But time flies anymore. Seems like the older we get, the faster it goes. I'm going to set that aside because I'm going to stamp our sentiment on the circle. And I'm using Happy Birthday. And our black memento ink, which I put in a craft ink pad with my refills of black memento. All right, and this one I'm going to put not quite centered. Happy birthday. I'm going to close that up. I got an ant crawling on my table. Does that mean it's springtime? Goodness, well, he's no longer where he came from. All right, so we're going to put that down. I'm not even going to put that on dimensionals. I'm just going to attach it directly to my card. And make sure my sentiment's going the right direction. My card's opening right. And we're going to center that in the center of our banners. And good morning, Alita. Glad you're here. I had to change my time this morning. I wasn't feeling good this morning, so I had to get myself together a little bit better before I came on. But we're going to get through it today. All right. And I've got all my bits and pieces already punched out here. So we're just going to dump them out on my table. And I've got, these were cut out with the dies. Let me show you the dies that are with that. Where did I put them? Okay, right here. I'm still getting used to our new packaging of Stampin' Up. So I kind of struggle some days. All right, so this one came from this group of flowers here, this die. And then all the punch outs we got out of the centers of those. So I've got those all sitting here. I punched them out using, or I die cut them out using Peach Pie and Berry Burst. Is that right? No, Petunia Pop. So we're going to put those onto our card front. Set these aside. We're going to be using those again in a minute. All right, and I'm going to go with I've got the Peach Pie or the Petunia Pop. So not sure which one I want to use. My original, I did the Petunia Pop, but the peach looks good too. But I think the contrast of the Petunia Pop is better, I think. So we're going to attach that to our top of our circle. And I would have been smart if I would have done my adhesive sheets under this before I die cut them. Then I could have had adhesive on it already, but I didn't. So we're going to struggle with the glue. All right. I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool and use that putty end to attach our flowers. And I'm just going to add some drops of glue where I think I'm going to put the flowers at. And then I won't have to go back and forth. 2, 4, 5. And a little one there. All right, I'm going to alternate colors. So I've got this one will go up top. And we'll grab our Peach Pie. And spread those out a little bit. Give me, so you can see. Oops. Stay there, flower. They're stuck together. Decisions, which ones I want to use here. Oops, sticking to my finger. And put a little one in the middle. And we're going to do the same over here, but we're only going to put 3 over here. So I'm going to grab a large Peach Pie one, and we're going to put that right there. And some of these are turned over. I need to get the front side, not the back side. And I think I'll grab another little one. All right, and then again at the bottom. And I'll also add our glue to this side too while we're at it. Got 3 on the bottom of each. Turn those over. And I think they're all upside down here. And well, come here. All right, and our last side. and 2 peach pie ones. Okay, so far. Now let's add some bling. But I think we're going to do the cats first. We'll set that aside for a minute and we'll come back to that later. Push those up there so I don't lose them. And I'm going to bring my stamp positioner over. This is what you can receive if you sign up for my team for your starter kit. And I have a pacemaker, so I can't use the magnets that come along with this. And so, well, take that one off for now. Put this on. So here's the Stampin' Positioner. It's got a big plate for the top, and then it's got another smaller one that you can make tile prints on it. So I'm going to place that down onto our pegs, and I'm going to ink that up with our black memento ink. And then I will place it down. Got my paper kind of in the wrong place, but that's all right. We're die cutting them out anyway. They don't have to be straight. So push that down to stamp. Let's do another one. So you can do them all in a row if you'd like to. And then we're going to color our cats. Place that back over out of my way. And bring my blends over here. We're going to use our peach pie and our smoky slate. Well, yes. Peach pie. And then I've got Petunia Pop to do the butterflies. So I'm going to start out coloring our cats. So I'm starting out with a gray. This is the light smoky slate. I thought I colored these ahead of time, but I guess I didn't. These don't take long to color, so it won't take me very long. Oh, that was supposed to be an orange. Oh, well, we're going to change it up. No. I'm going to go back to doing it the right way so I don't confuse myself. This is a peach pie Stampin' Blend. Okay, and then we're going to do the standing up cat. I miss our cat, Cooter. He went over the Rainbow Bridge almost a month ago now. And that was JoJo's best friend. They were buddies. So I know she's missing him too. And I'm just using the light. Now this is the dark peach pie. Give us some orange cats. and then I'm going to do this one up on top because we're going to be die cutting that out and popping him up, or her. Him or her. Okay. And then next, we're going to come back with our gray. Oh, that's the dark. I think I want the light. Yeah, light smoky slate. And we had a stray dog hanging around here for, I don't know, about 3 weeks now. And we were trying to find the owner, but nobody has claimed her. So I guess Jack has decided he wants to keep her. So I guess he's going to call her Ruby. And we'll get her spayed and all that stuff so we don't have any puppies. And she's fairly young. I think she's still in the puppy stage yet. And JoJo's jealous of her, so I don't think she likes her very well. But that's my daddy. All right, and then we're going to color these two cats up here because we're going to be die cutting those out. Okay, and another orange cat. It's quiet this morning. All right, and now we're going to color the butterflies, and I'm using the light petunia pop for the butterflies. Oh, I had water in it, some liquid. Is it leaking? I don't know where that came from. There's a couple puddles there. Well, I don't have to do those butterflies. I want to do these butterflies. I'm doing the wrong ones. Well, no, I do. No. I'm not die cutting the butterflies out of that one. Had myself confused there for a moment. Don't take much. All right, so I got the coloring part done. We're going to die cut these out. And so I'm going to bring my little machine over here. And plates. And I need to cut this down to a smaller size so I can use it in my small machine. And I think that'll fit. Let's cut it down just a tiny bit more, just to be sure. I think it's like 3 inches that will go through the small machine. And the bottom plate, and the top plate. And grab my dies, bring those back over here. And make sure I got the cat one, not the dog. Is that the cat? Nope, that's the dog one. All right, so we're going to attach that, but I'm going to grab my washi tape, my tacky tape. to hold that down with. Looks like that's the last of that row. And center that on there so I don't cut nobody off. I think I'm going to run this through first. I don't want it shifting on me. So our top plate, bring that crank. I'm still tweaking. Guess I got to write myself a note to have Jack oil that for me. Get some WD-40 going or something. All right. So here's our long thing of the cats. Now I'm just going to cut out the 3 separately. Put that back. So here's a cat. Here's a cat. And here's a cat. So that'll die cut them all separately. And I probably need more tape here to hold these. And this is the one that's standing up. And our last one. All right, and hopefully those don't shift on me or move. We get a clean cut. Put that over out of the way. I need my pokey tool. They're not falling out of there. Where's my take your pick tool? There it is. And we'll pop these guys out. One there. One there. And that one there. All right, we're done with the dies. Put those back in their package so I don't lose them. Well, go in there. All right, let's bring our card back over here. And we're going to attach our layer of our cats at the bottom of that circle. So I could pop them up on dimensionals, but I'm going to pop up the individual ones instead. So we'll glue this directly down to our card front at the lower portion of our circle. And we're going to put our other cats up on dimensionals. So let me get my dimensionals over here. And I think I'm going to use the minis. What you doing, Jojo? Did you come to say hi? And a couple more here. And probably just one on the little cat. And I'll take off those backings. And I'm going to line these up with the bottom ones. So they kind of have a shadow. And go. And our third kitty cat. Did you hear kitty cat? Mom was talking about kitty cats. Okay. So there's our front so far, but we want to add a little bit more flowers to this area. So I'm going to grab my glue bottle and put a couple dots of glue on this side and then one on this side. And we're going to pick up, I'm going to go with the peach pie ones. Okay, and then on the other side, we're going to go with the petunia pop. And then we're going to add some bling. We're using just our basic rhinestones for our embellishment. Yeah, they are cute, aren't they? I like the dogs too, but I decided to do the cats today. All right, we're going to grab some of our small rhinestones and we're going to put those in the center of those flowers right there. Give it a little bling. And a medium-sized one we can put right there maybe. Okay, so here's the front of our card. Happy birthday with all those kitties. And these three are popped up and dimensionals. So let's do our inside of our card, which is just our basic white, 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we're going to stamp on the inside, have the best day. And I'm using my black Memento ink. And where did I put that in the center? Yeah, upper center. And it's actually script. And then I'm going to add one of the peach ones on the inside of our card. Oh, a tabby blue cat. Oh, I bet he's pretty. Her or him? Yeah, I've thought about getting another cat, but I don't know. It's hard to replace them. Him. Okay, a boy. I never seen a tabby blue cat before. Huh. Sounds like he's probably gorgeous. And I'm going to bring my paw prints. I didn't put those on my block. Let me grab that. All right. Well, no, they're right here. And the block. And I want the peach pie stamp pad. Oh, that didn't open right. Butterfingers here. And I'm going to put some paw prints down at the bottom 2 corners. It's going on this corner and then another one on the other side corner. And you still got plenty of room to write if you want to add anything else to it, or just your signature. All right, we're going to put that on the inside of our card now. Oh, he's 2 years old. Well, our cooter had just turned 8 years old. He was diabetic and he refused to take his insulin. So since April, he hadn't had any and he died, I think about a month now. So he lasted a long time, but he just got stubborn and didn't want to take his treatments. So wasn't much we could do about it. I miss him. He was a chocolate face Siamese. All right, so here's our card. Happy birthday. And then on the inside, have the best day. Oh, he is good size. A big boy. Okay, so here's our card. Got sidetracked here. Have the best day on the inside. All right, let me clean up a little bit here and we'll get on to our second card. Please put these away so I don't lose them. All right. Okay. Yeah. Scrape these up and put them somewhere and put them back in that dish I had. Can use them for another project another day. Okay. Our next card is just a hello card. And I used the bundle, which is the Lovely Arrangements. You can find this in our online exclusives section. I really like this set. I've done quite a few cards with it and never get tired of it. All right, so get our things out here. All right, my instructions. So it says hello, and I've embossed the secret C with our new embossing folder. It's called Lazy Daisy 3D. I really like this one. See if I can get a better view of it. Well, sort of. Yeah. It's a new one. It's on the online exclusives. And it might not be available yet. It might not be available until March 3rd. Thank you. There's more. I got 2 more to go. So hello. And sending smiles on the inside. We're going to start out with our card base, which is petal pink. And it measures 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches. That's the inside.
A new station alert has arrived.
Sorry about that. I forgot to mute my phone. 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches. Scored in the middle at 5 1/2 inches. So we're going to burnish that fold line. And we're going to have it portrait. All right. And then we have a basic weight that is 4 1/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. And our secret C layer is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And I've already embossed that already. I guess you can kind of see it on the camera. It's so pretty. I love that embossing folder. Going to get a lot of use out of it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and attach these together. And when you have an embossed layer, you want to make sure you get up close to the edges so that they don't lift on you in time. Sometimes they can. So I like to make sure I get as close to the edge as I can. And extra spin in the middle. Okay, and then we'll set that down with a small border on that white layer. And the white's throwing me off at my desktop. Let me lift that up and see. I guess it's fine. And it's going to go onto our card front. All right. Get our card over here. Oh, make sure it's opening the right way. You don't want to put them upside down. All right, press that down to attach that. Isn't that pretty? I love that folder. All right, and then I have die cut a few things here. Let me get my dies over here. Okay, I die cut our designer series paper using this die right here. I'm dropping dies out of there. So this is how it comes out. And this paper comes from Lovely Blossoms designer series paper. Let me grab my chart. We're using the same paper on our next card too. So it's this design right here. Can you see it? Kind of. I love that whole suite of products. It comes with that lovely arrangements. We're going to leave that out because we're going to be using it again. So this is going to go across the center area here. But we're going to go ahead and stamp our flowers. Okay, so 2 flowers. Well, we're going to do 3 flowers, 2 of the big ones and 1 of the small one. And I'm going to use our Secret C stamp pad to stamp those with. So I'm just going to use this little spot down here and use that up. Think it'll fit there? Yeah. Waste not, want not, I say. All right, and 2 large flowers. And 1 more. I didn't color the flowers. I just left them white with the Secret C being the outlines. And we're going to bring our little cut and emboss machine and our plates. And grab my dies. And I'm going to cut out a leaf. So I'm going to grab that. We'll cut out the flowers first. And again with my washi tape here, hold those in place. And run them through. Oh, come on. There we go. And encourage it to start out here. Oops, that die moved down. I want to fix that. Before I mess up. Okay, put that plate back on there. It still looks like it moved on me. We're going to see what it looks like. See if we can salvage it. That one did good. And let me see what this one did. Okay, it's not too bad. Cut off just a tiny bit that I didn't want to, but it worked. Okay. Now let's get this other flower. Find the right spot here. Well, here somewhere. Here we go. Sounds like it's painful. All right. We're done with the white paper. So 2 large ones and 1 small one. And well, it was way later. And then we're going to grab our designer series paper, which is this one, but we're going to use the back side of that, which is the green, olive green, to cut out 3 leaves, I guess we want. So, trying to see where I get the most from my book here. I don't think I cut those out ahead of time. No, I don't see any. And so here's our leaves. I think I did a different one. I think I did this other leaf instead. It's this leaf instead I wanted. So let me redo that. A little shaky today. Must be the caffeine this morning. Well, where did you go? There you are. Well, it's not going to pop out of there either. Let me grab my take your pick tool and nudge that out. I am shaky today for some reason. We'll save that for another project later. And we need 2 more leaves. Oops, that didn't cut. For some reason, it must have been off of the plate here. Let's try that again. Wow. Bottom plate moved on me. It didn't cut the first time. And let's make the picture again to urge that out of there. Number 2. Let's go with number 3 now. And let me see, will you fit here? Yeah, plenty of room. All right. And we'll set this aside. Take your pick tool, persuade that out of the die. So we've got 3 leaves. And also I got a die cut that came from that same dies. It's got 2 banners here, a smaller one and then a thicker one. This is a thicker one. Oh, my truck going by noisy. All right, and the stamp that we're using, I have altered it a little bit, and it says hello friend, but I have covered up the friend part with some Scotch tape, and we're just going to stamp the hello on the right side of our banner here. And use a secret C again. So just ink up the hello. And don't forget to take off the tape. And stamp huff on it. And we're going to stamp it right on the edge of that banner. Hello. And we're going to start arranging our flowers here onto our card. I'm just going to attach this down, glue it directly down to our embossed layer. Okay, right in the center. I guess that looks straight. And grab our flowers. And I'm going to kind of do a dry fit first to see how I want these going. And right there. And like that. Okay, we're going to start with this top one first. I'm just going to put a little glue in the center of that flower because I want to tuck the leaves up underneath. And never know which is the right way up. I don't know. Guess it doesn't matter. And I'm going to put this down. Kind of up underneath that middle flower. And which way do I want to go? Maybe this way. All right. Don't take any more time deciding where. Just put it down. All right. And this is going to slide up underneath there. Guess maybe I should have put that down first. I can slide it up underneath it. Add a little glue to the back side of it. And then we're going to do our leaves, which I'm going to put one there. And tuck that under, but don't cover up your sentiment there. And then one at the top. This is going to kind of go underneath that top flower. And then another one down here. And squeeze that up underneath. Okay, so there's our card so far. Hello. And we need to add some bling to it. So we're going to bring in, which embellishments was that? It was the Moody Palette Glossy Dots. I'm going to use the Secret C ones. Get that out of there. Take your pick tool to pick those up, and I'm going to grab the medium-sized ones. I guess it's just a large and small size, so it's the smaller size we're using for the center of our flowers. And so that's 2. I want to do 3 odd numbers. Maybe right there. decisions on where to place them. Okay, hello. I didn't put no ribbon on this. I just left it with just the embellishments. And on the inside, we've got a layer of basic white that is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiments on there. Sending, what did I put on the inside? Sending smiles. And we're going to use this other flower again. Yes, I stuck it flat. I didn't put any dimensionals on this card at all, so it should like the mail pretty good. Our postman. All right, sending smiles. And then I want to stamp that flower at the bottom corner. Close that. Put some glue on the back of this. We'll put it in our card. And that'll be card number 2. Okay. It's centered. Not quite. Well, now it really looks crooked. All right, put her down. All right. So, hello, waiting for it to focus on there. Hello, and sending smiles with the flower at the bottom. Okay, that's card 2. And card number 3 is going to be real simple. So this would be good for a beginner person that's just starting out. I'm letting the DSP do the work of the cards, so not much to it. Okay, so let me show you that card. Oops. Instructions. So always here. Or always here for you, I should say. And sending love on the inside. And I've got our card stuff. This is our crumb cake. And this is 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches. And it's scored in the center at 5 1/2 inches. So let's burnish that fold with my bone folder. And then I've got a layer of Secret C that measures 4 1/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. And then I have the designer series paper that I cut out from the sheet of that Lovely Blossoms. So you've got, I think there's 2 sheets of these where you can just cut these out and have them for card fronts, which makes it easy. We're using this one here. And that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we're just going to lay those there right now because I'm going to bring my stamp positioner back over here. And we're going to stamp our sentiment right onto our designer series paper. And okay, I'm going to set that in here. And like you see, I can't use the magnets because I have a pacemaker, so I'm just using some sticky tape to hold it in place. And it goes like this. So we'll bring our sentiment over here. And always here for you. Where did I put it? Oh, I put it over here. So I'm going to remove that plate. I'm going to set my stamp directly down onto my designer series paper where I want it. And hopefully that's straight. I think it probably is. And we'll put our plate back on there again. We'll press down, lift that up. And I'm going to use the Secret C stamp pad. Yeah, that's a good idea, setting in a bubble wrap envelope. That way the things don't get destroyed too. I've had things that have came through the mail that have been terrible. You wonder what they went through to get to your place. All right, always here for you. Okay, it looks like it's pretty good. I'm not going to stamp it again. One time is good. Like that. Set that aside. And then we're going to attach that to our secret C layer with our glue, which has disappeared on you. Here it is. I like these stripes on the back side too, so it's hard to choose if you want to keep the designs or go for the back side. Come on. All right, and place that down onto our secret C, leaving a small border going around it. Push that up just a hair. And that goes onto our card front. Okay. The card over here. Make sure it's opening the right way, not upside down. I have done that before. And place it down. All right, simple, easy, fast. We want to add some bling to this. This comes from the 2025 to 2027 in color flat pearls, and it's got a secret C one here, so I'm going to use 3 of those. I'm going to grab a larger one there, and then a medium-sized one we'll put down here, and a small one up here to join his little friend up there. Okay, so there's the front of our card. Let's do the inside. Is basic white, which measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And what did I put on the inside? Okay, Sending Love, which comes from a different stamp set. From the Fabulous Sayings. This was the product of the month for January. I think it's still available in our store yet, so you can still get it. I love the fonts of it, and all of the sentiments are really good. So we're going to say Sending Love. And that probably upper area centered. Let's close this up so we don't have an accident to happen. And then I've got a little piece of that Designer Series paper that I cut off with this. And that measures 1/4 inch by 4 inches. It's going to go across our bottom of our basic white layer, just to decorate it up a little bit. And leave a little space at the bottom. And try to get that straight. That looks good. And attach that to the inside of our card. Oops. Now I've got glue on my shirt. Oh well. we're stampers. We get ink on ourselves and glue all over the place. That's half the fun. All right. Always here for you and sending love on the inside. Okay, let's put this back. And we'll bring our cards over here to show what we did today. And our first one. Oops, that was my original. Put this one up there. That's one we made today. Okay, so what'd you think of the cards today? Do you have a favorite that jumps out at you more than the others? All right, so let me get my calendar over here. Where is my calendar? There it is. And we'll talk about our next live will be February 19th. Yeah, the middle of the month already. February 19th at 10:30 Central Time, 11:30 Eastern Time, 9:30 Mountain Time, and 8:30 Pacific Time. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Tell your friends about me. Share the video. Okay, so we're going to call it quits for today. We just went a little bit over an hour, so an hour and 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. So I appreciate you being here. And until next week, y'all have a good rest of the week and get some me time in there to be able to craft and have some relaxation. All right, bye-bye for now.